was trying to see if we had sound. I think we do. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. I'm a little late this morning. It's 7:04. You all come on in, and we'll get going here in a second or two. Like I said, started a little late. I don't know what we call it, technical issues. Nevertheless, we're here. Okay, let's come on in. You all start sharing, liking YouTube, obviously. Instagram, Facebook. Let's get the word out, man. Somebody needs a word this morning. Somebody's in trouble. They need to. They need a path to get out of that place. Real talk. All right. So let's get started here. Let me make sure I'm on the right page with my notes. Yeah, here we go. So we've been talking. The general theme is path or the path to developing healthy relationships. All right. And we're talking about how to repair a relationship. I've been doing, teaching this week, not this week, but for the last 2 or 3 weeks on relationships, because that is the crux of who we are, man. Having a sense of a healthy relationship, if it's broken, how to repair it, how to fix it, how to repair if something comes up, because it's going to happen inevitably. There will be breaches in our relationship. When there's a breach, you got to be intentional about fixing it. All right. So, how to rebuild trust? This is the subject today. How to rebuild trust with someone who hurt you. How to rebuild trust with someone who hurt you. I'm thinking as a point of this sort of an analogy. Bump cars. I guess bump cars. I guess I'm saying it right. At any rate, I've gone to theme parks with my grandkids and kids over the years, and we would ride what they call, I think, bump cars. Nevertheless, once you're on the track, you're going to get hit. It's just a fact. They buckle you down and strap you in, but as you in that environment, boom, 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 you're going to get hit. All right, and that's how it's in relationships. It's like riding in a bump car. You're going to get hit. So, how to rebuild trust with someone who hurt you? Trust is defined as firm belief in the character, strength, or trust, or truth of someone or something. All right. Again, it's a firm belief in the character, strength, or truth of someone or something. So nothing hurts. Listen to me. Trust is everything. It's everything. And when that has been violated, when there's a breach, you got to figure out how to rebuild it. All right. You can't fix this with flowers and candy and vacation. You can be on vacation with your spouse, your husband, your wife, or with your children, or whoever. And if the trust is not there, that island and that blue water and the white sand will not fix that. 7 days of misery, 3 days on the cruise. Hello, somebody. You're at work, in an environment where there has been a violation of trust. All right. So nothing hurts more than feeling betrayed by someone you love and trust. Betrayal can come in many forms, such as dishonesty, disloyalty, unfaithfulness, or withholding. Each of these feels like a moral violation that cuts to the core of your emotional soul and plunges you into a place of deep psychological distress. Man, that's some heavy stuff there. Deep psychological distress, where the offense, the violation is on your mind because you're hurting. You're hurting. All right. And I don't know about you all, but betrayal hurts. It hurts. When there's a violation in a relationship, it hurts. And people want to often just mask uh, the pain, so to speak, or let me take that back. Yes, masking is an aspect, but people who hurt people often want you to get over it without them doing their part to fix the relationship, particularly when they are the individual who caused the pain. And if that's you, okay, let me help you today. Let me help you when that trust has been violated. Let me help you when the relationship between mother, daughter, father, son, husband and wife, etc., children, parents, business partners, etc., has been violated. So what defines trust? My God. And acts of kindness are wonderful. I applaud you when you demonstrate and when you display acts of kindness. That's good. But acts of kindness do not equate to trust. Someone can be good to you, but if trust has been violated, it's got to be fixed if you hope to have a healthy relationship, right? So there are 5 characteristics of trust. And I'll be quick with this today. Number 1, integrity. Integrity. Integrity means doing the right thing at all times and in all circumstances, whether or not anyone is watching. Integrity means that you are whole. You have integrity. You know what I mean. You. That means that you're doing the right thing. It's not based upon how I feel. It's called integrity. The second trait or characteristic of trust is honesty. One writer says, whoever is careless with the truth in small matters cannot be trusted with important matters. Honesty, man. Some folk are just not honest. Man, that's just good stuff, man. You cannot build trust with your spouse, your children, your mother, friends, whatever the case may be, if you're not honest. You're not honest. All right. And when people are not honest, they are careless with the truth. If there's a breach in relationship, you got to be honest. You got to be honesty really embraces transparency, which is another, I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but it embraces you being true or truthful. All right. And you recognize that I have not been truthful. The third one is consistency. You will not rebuild trust if you're not consistent, man. That's real talk. I know this is some heavy stuff because some of y'all probably feeling this right now. It feels like, oh God. Yeah, it's like that. All right. You gotta be consistent. Your word must be your word. You must do what you say you're going to do and not make excuses. You got to be faithful. You got to be, accountable, consistent. Missing in action. Well, I didn't know you was calling me. My phone was off. No. Especially when you violated the trust, you got to be consistent with your word, your actions. Because I'm going to tell you something. If you're not consistent, hear me today. You will find yourself in a relationship with a sequel of setbacks. Because whatever progression or progress you've made in the moment will be lost as a result of you not being consistent. And when people are not consistent rather, they tend to be defensive. They tend not to want to be accountable. You're trying to control me. You done messed up. My Lord, I feel God today. When you've messed up, it's not about control. It's about developing trust. Well, I'm talking good today. Trying to help you. Because again, I hate to be redundant. People displace responsibility. They blame everybody else but themselves. You got to be consistent. That's truthfulness. That's trust when you're consistent. It's like driving a car. It'll start up today, and then tomorrow don't start up. At some point, you're like, I can't trust this car. You don't tell it what it's going to do. Number 4, intent. You have to have the right intent. Intent simply means the plan or the purpose. You want to develop trust. and reinstitute trust and mend your relationship, you have to have a plan, the intent, a plan to do better. And then listen to me, a plan without action steps is just a great idea. It's you got a plan, you got to have action steps. What are your action steps you're going to take to repair the relationship? What are you going to do to reconnect with the person? It's got to be on both ends, as a matter of fact. And both are in, uh, both are guilty, then both have to work together. All right, that's intent. And lastly, transparency. Transparency is openness. Man, it is being open about what you've done to cause the breach in the relationship. Painfully, regretfully, you got to be open. Because if you're not open, if you're not transparent, you still, and there are people, let me talk to you today. And I got to go. I got to get out of here. There are people, if you're the kind of person who always got a bunch of secrets, your whole life is a secret. You're not being transparent. Because with secrecy, you're really concealing evidence, facts. You're covering up something. You don't tell the whole truth. Well, I'm talking good today. Let me help you. So truth is truth. All right. So not sharing in the context of facts and what happened, and you're holding back on some of the information for fear of whatever the case of rejection or fear of retaliation. If you messed up, if you are the breach in the relationship, got to be transparent. I don't know about you all, but I can handle it better if you just say, I did it. Take responsibility. Someone just recently apologized about a particular situation. I won't go into it. But they preference, quote unquote, the apology with if I hurt your, if I did that. Guess what? That if neutralizes and eliminates the reality of you being accountable for what you've done. My God. Because if you really want to apologize, hello somebody, then let's state what you've done. So at least by acknowledging what you've done, that gives me some sense of, okay, I can accept this. But as soon as you say, if, especially when you know you've done wrong. Now, there are times we don't know. Let's be honest. There are times we just don't know the magnitude of what we've done. So if it's applicable in that situation, because you just didn't know. But when you know, when you have the courage to acknowledge what you've done, it takes courage, man. To acknowledge what you've done, that's huge. It takes courage to tell on yourself. I'm talking good today. It takes courage to be transparent. But when you want to fix your relationship, want to make things right, you'll be open. Open. And guess what? When you know you've done wrong, don't say if. Don't say I did that. I messed up. I am the cause. I should not have said that. I, personal pronoun, means you taking responsibility. When you say if, that apology, if the evidence clearly indicates you've done this, don't say if. Well, Your Honor, if they got the video footage of you robbing the bank and leaving the bank with the money in your hand, you're in the getaway car, and well, Your Honor, if I robbed the bank, then I wanted to apologize, Your Honor. Come on, man. They got video footage. Woo, Jesus. They have video footage of you robbing the bank. Please, don't say if. Say I did it. All right. Gotta go. All right. I'm trying to help you understand something today, because if you're gonna build a relationship, you gotta take the right posture. All right. Gotta go. Y'all be blessed. All right. We're talking about repairing our relationships now. All right. Don't blame someone else. Do your part. Let's get the word out, man. Let's share. Be blessed.